Happy Saturday, co-creators, and welcome to another edition of Teena Sessions, 365 inspirational quotes with me, your life coach, Teena Jones. How is everyone doing on this Saturday? Hope your day is going wonderful and fantastic. And whether you're new or you're one of my loyal viewers, I want to thank each and every one of you for carving out this time to spend with me. Well, if you guys are ready, I'm ready to give you today's quote on day number 28. And it is by a guy by the name of Bert Goldman. And it says, imagine that you're funded by the universe because you are. Let me repeat it. Imagine that you're funded by the universe because you are. You know, there are a lot of different vessels in which we get our money. Some people have jobs. That's a vessel. Some people own their own business. That's a vessel. Some people depend on their spouse. That's a vessel. Some people depend on whatever as a vessel. But if you live long enough, you know and understand that vessels come and go. People lose jobs, marriages break up, businesses go bankrupt. But there's only one source behind every vessel, and that is God Himself. And so when you learn to link up with the universal abundance, then you know there is no limit to what you can do or what you can achieve. So we're going to be talking about dreaming big today. You know, some of you do not dream big enough. You have dreams you think you can achieve on your own, you know, but those aren't dreams. Those are little goals you set. You know, I'm talking about the kind of dreams that scare you. You know, like, oh my God, there's no possible way I can do this. I can accomplish this. Those are the big dreams that I'm speaking to you about. If they are accomplishable, if that's a word, if you can do it by what you have right now, then it's not a real goal. I'm talking about dreaming big, something that is outside of your resources, that you don't have the resources right now to go out and achieve that goal. That's the kind of dreaming I'm talking about. There's nothing wrong with the other dreams. Those keep you going. But you always need something like a big dream to really motivate you and know that when this thing manifests, it's nothing but God. All right. So I've got 3 different steps to help you go from your mundane dreams to your extraordinary, big, huge dreams. Now, let me say this. God doesn't know the difference between a 500 square foot home and a 20,000 square foot house. He doesn't know the difference between a VW Bug and a Bentley or Bugatti. Doesn't know the difference between a Rolls Royce and a Toyota. It's all creation to God. Isn't that beautiful? He doesn't see big and small. That's a human thing. We judge, oh, that's big, oh, that's small, or that's what a human does. And so when you know that, it's like all you need to do is link your mind up with God's mind. That's what my goal is each and every time I do a session, is that I want you to get in the habit of moving out mundane thinking and link up with the higher power, so that you can start attracting the things that you desire on a regular basis. Miracles are supposed to happen every day, you know. And so that's what we are in the business of doing, helping you get rid of those same old thoughts and thinking and have you think like God thinks. Is that all right? That's what I want to help you do. So the 3 steps to help you doing that. The first one is your dream has nothing to do with what everyone else thinks. If you share your dream with other people, most likely, especially a big dream, they're not going to see your vision because they don't see it for themselves. So if they have small-minded thinking, you can't go to them with your big dreams, your big ideas of what you want to accomplish. When I was 21 or 2, I used to have a business called AJA Enterprises, and we manufactured an air freshener. And it was a really good air freshener. Many of my viewers out there knew me back then that bought those air fresheners. We had 4 different fragrances. And we would sell at mom and pop stores, car washes, and we paid our dues. Finally, we get into Kroger, right? And before we get in the Kroger, we went out for a business loan. And I made the mistake in telling people that we were going to get an SBA loan. And all the adults around me thought they were giving me wonderful advice. Like, you can't get that. You haven't been in business long enough. They only give it to people with good credit. You have to have a track record of being in that business. Whew, I heard it all. But I was so young and the law of attraction was so new and fresh to me. Wild horses couldn't stop me. I visualized, I imagined, and I thought big. I wanted that SBA loan so that we could fulfill the orders that we were getting from Kroger. And that was my goal. That was it. There was nothing else I wanted but that loan. And when I tell you we end up getting that one and another one, we got two. And it shut all the naysayers up. So you don't do like I did. I was young. I didn't know. I was excited about the opportunity because I was young, and thought, man, this is great. But the old timers, the people that had the experience, thought they were giving me wonderful advice, preparing me to fail. They mean well. But at the same time, I know the power of God, and I can't serve two masters. I don't know about you, but I can't. I can't serve fear and serve him too. I just can't do it. So when you make the decision that I'm going to go the abundant route, I'm going to go the route of the universe, then that's what you link up to. And you have to shut your mind off of what other people think. You have to. If you want to dream big and also manifest big, because if you dream big right, you're going to manifest it. Okay? So that's the first step. The second step is your dream is unlimited by your experience, your education, your finances, or any other restriction. It does not matter if you have gone to college, didn't go to college, dropped out of high school. When it comes to God, you are already qualified. How about that? Isn't that good news that you are already qualified? You just need to know it's time for you to catch up with your good. You've got to stop holding the restrictions on yourself. That's the first thing you have to start doing. You got to stop saying, well, if only I had went back to school. You got to stop that. If only I knew the right people. If I could just be connected. If I wouldn't have, shouldn't have, could have. It's time out for that. It's time that you get on the same mindset as the creator and start creating. Leave all those restrictions in the past. It was a lie then and it's a lie now. So none of that matters. You got to let that go. And the third step is if you were to achieve your dream, it would truly make you feel magical. Like, this had to be God. That is the kind of dreaming that I'm talking about. Like, it is so, right now, it seems so big because you're not within the same vibration of it. That's why it seems like, whoa. But once you start getting in the same vibration of that thing, it just seemed natural. It's like, oh, this was supposed to happen, But that magical feeling like, yes, I'm here. It happened. That is a wonderful, beautiful experience to have. And in the meantime, while you're in the process of manifesting, you have to ignore the naysayers and you have to ignore reality. Yes, you heard me correctly. Anything that opposes what your vision says, you can't be talking about it. You can't be on the phone talking about all your financial woes. You can't be talking about how life is hard, struggling about. You can't do that. You can't go and visualize for 10 minutes and then talk on the phone for hours about how hard life is. You're canceling out your blessing every time you do that. So that cannot happen. And when I want to expand just a bit, I think we're doing good on time when it comes to ignore reality. There was a story that I read in Catherine Ponder's book. Love Catherine Ponder. Pick up any of her books about the laws of prosperity. She tells a story about this mayor who comes into this city, small city outside of Seattle, Washington. And he's been elected, but everybody's telling that all the companies have moved away. People have moved away because there are no jobs. That, he really picked a wrong time to become mayor because the city was dead. That's what everyone kept telling him. But he kept utilizing these tools. He kept dreaming big, and he ignored the reality that people were moving out, that companies were leaving. I mean, big time companies were moving out of that community. And he ignored all that. And in his mind's eye, he saw that community flourishing and people moving into that community and businesses moving in that community. And he saw it clean because it had been run down. It had just turned into slum. He didn't see slum. He saw beauty in his mind. And then you know what happened. Things started changing. He put a group together and he really inspired his staff to see his vision. And they all chipped in, cleaned it up. Big business of there is thriving right now. It's prosperous. The cups are running over with abundance, And so that's what you have to do. When I say ignore reality, you can't stare at what's going on and then visualize too. You got to look at it and then go, okay, I got a solution for that. And then every day you start planning in your mind what you want to see. And that's it. Period. Point blank. Period. That is it. That is how you ignore reality and begin to hook up with the spiritual reality, because that is the true cause. The reality you're looking at is an old reality. That's an effect from an old mindset, you see. But you got a new mindset. You got to start praising the seed and not so much the manifestation, because when you know the seeds that you've planted, you can get happy because you know what's coming up. All right. So I could go on and on. I feel myself getting happy. I could go on and on, but I'm going to close this thing out by saying, start dreaming big. We call it big, but God called it creation. And I want you to start thinking outside of the box. I want you to take the limits off God by going outside of your mental little goals of what you think is achievable and start creating things that are supernaturally unachievable to your small mind. Okay? Think like that and watch God work for you. All right? All right. Oh my goodness. I hope you enjoyed today's session. We're going to get ready for the meditation. It's going to be 1 minute long. So go ahead and get relaxed. If you're driving, you need to push pause right now, because this is not a good time for you to close your eyes. All my people that are in a good place, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. If you want to turn the light out, go ahead and do that as well. Okay. We're going to start off by taking a nice deep breath all the way in. And we're going to release and let go. Again, take a nice deep breath all the way in. And release and let go. Very good. The words that I speak to you today, I want you to see these words in your mind's eye. See these words as your words. God is for me. Everything is unfolding beautifully in my life. I celebrate life in a big way every single day. I love my life and all the people that's in it. God is blessing me now. Things are working out for me. I stand in total peace as I watch the unfoldment of my dreams. I've learned to create the life I want to live by utilizing the power of my mind. And because of that, I'm beginning to feel successful. I feel prosperous. I feel abundant, and that feels so good. Thank you, God, for my new mind. Thank you, God, for my new life. And so it is. Thank you for watching another edition of Teena Sessions. I'll see you tomorrow for day number 29. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.